In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you all to English Grammar and Usage for Class 5. Today's lecture is about the use of simple present tense. I'm your teacher Zareen Chaudhary, and together we will learn how to use this tense correctly in your writing and your speech. Students, please keep praying for all COVID patients and may Allah keep us safe from this. I hope you all are healthy and studying regularly. So as far as this lecture is concerned, dear student, grammar is an essential part of any language. And if you want to improve your writing and speaking skills, you need to learn grammar very meticulously. In this regard, tenses play a very important role in learning a language, so we can express ideas correctly. I'm sure you have grabbed your pens and books to attend this lecture, and please make sure to note the important points regarding use of tenses that are discussed in this lecture. So are you ready? Let's start. We will start from what tense is. A tense means time. Tense gives us knowledge about time of an action or happening or events. Time has three divisions, as we all know, and similarly, tenses give information about all these three times. We all live in these three times, and so we need to express events and happenings in these three time divisions, and simply tenses helps us in doing so correctly. Yes, you are very right. Tense has these three divisions: a past, present, and future. A past is a time that has gone. You have experienced or seen a yesterday. Present is the time we are living in, that is today. And future is the time that still has to come and we are not sure what it will be. We can make a guess only. In this regard, tenses are also divided into these three time divisions so that we can express ourselves in speech and writing according to past, present, and future so that our message is correctly conveyed. Starting with the first, that is past tense. Time that has gone is called past tense. When we have to talk about events that has happened in yesterday, we will use past tense. It is a time that you have or someone else has experienced. And main thing that we surely know what it was. Present is the time you are just seeing. It is happening at the time of speech. It is all about today. We are experiencing it at the moment. And last is future. It is the time that still has to come. All about tomorrow, not yet experienced. We can expect things happen in future, but we cannot surely tell that it will happen or not. So I hope so far you have developed a bit understanding about these three tense time divisions, past, present, and future. Now we will move on to today's lecture that is about use of simple present tense or present indefinite tense. These are two names used for one tense. In some books, you may find it as present indefinite tense, and in some books, you will find it written as simple present tense. Indefinite suggests that action has begun, but gives no information about when it will stop. It is sort of continuous section which has started, but we have no surety about its end. Simply, it's like we all were born and we all know what our birthday is, but we are not sure when it will end the life that we are spending. So indefinite tense gives an information about an action that started, but when it will end, we are not sure. Present indefinite specifically elaborates actions that are routines that we do on daily basis. Universal truths. Universal truth means that remains same no matter wherever we are in the world. Timeless. It is not bound by time. Things that were happening in past are still happening in the same way today and keep on happening in the future as well. Like the sun rises from the east and it will keep on rising from the east. Scheduled future actions. The thing that we have already planned about, we have decided, we have timetable for, and they are surely going to happen in future. So we use simple present tense to talk about them as well. Now let's look at their further exploration. Usage of simple present tense. It's a little bit more explanation about it. So routine, a habit that is part of one's life, like morning walk, brushing after every meal, offering prayers. That is your daily work. You're doing it for ages and you will keep on doing it. Universal truth and timeless. An event that remains same no matter where one is on the globe. It doesn't change with the passage of time. Like sun rises from the east, people boils on heating. So these such things we use present simple to talk about in writing or speech. And last is schedule future action. An event that will happen in near future and time of its action is already decided. School starts at 7 a.m., the next train arrives in 10 minutes, and the drama starts at 8 p.m. I hope so far you are clear about the use of simple present tense and the areas it uses to cover in speech and writing. Now, we will talk about how to write a sentence correctly in English. This is the basic area where students normally make mistakes. So we will discuss it first. In English, we follow a rule to write a correct sentence, and this is called the order of the sentence. And specific term used for it is syntax. Repeat it, syntax. That's very good. And please, some students, remember, we do not have formulas in English. It is syntax, the sentence structure. Very good. It explains how a sentence should be made so that it is correct and conveys proper meaning. For example, if I want to say something like ice cream, like chocolate, I may have been able to give you an idea that what is in my mind, but this sentence does not convey the correct meaning and you will remain confused about it. So it is a confusing sentence and it is unable to convey the message correctly because its structure is not in proper order. Now let's look at what's the structure. Syntax in English. We stick to the following structure to make a sentence. Like English, every language has its own structure. Urdu structure is different and English language structure is different. So we have to learn this so that we can write correctly. In English, the structure for sentence construction is, first of all, we use subject, then the verb, which is action, and at the end, object. And together in this order, they make a complete correct sentence. And if this order is disturbed, the sentence will be wrong. No matter whatever you have written, how beautifully, smartly you have written, this structure needs to be followed strictly. The difference in terms of past, present, and future in a sentence is caused by the use of verb, that is action. Verbs helps us to know the time of action. And in present simple, we always use first form of verb. Students, you must have been learning your formal verbs like first form, second form, third form, and fourth form. And in this particular tense, present simple, we only use first form of verb, that is like go, play, sleep, run, copy, cook, drive. There is a little rule that we need to follow, and that is we have to add s or es in the verb spellings if the subject is one Then we add SES. If the subjects, there are more than one, like 2, 300, maybe the whole world, we do not add SES. Please mark it. For one subject, we have SES in verb spelling, and for plural subject, we do not add SES. And now what is a subject in the sentence? It is the noun who is doing the work, that is action. For further clarification, look at the examples. A boy eats an apple. As you can see, I have highlighted a boy and subject with same color to make it sure that you understand it clearly. A boy is the subject who is doing action, that it eats. So now boy is one, so I am added S. A boy eats an apple. The boys eat apples. Plural subject, no addition of SES with eat. Second example, the bird flies in the air. The birds fly in the air. I hope you have understood how to add SES in the verb spelling when you are using simple present tense. Now there are a few more examples of single subject and plural subjects. For single, we have he, she, a girl, a flower, it, an ocean, mother, brother, student. And for plural, we have we, they, boys, valleys, students, all things, animals. So these are few examples, and they can be used at place of subject in the beginning of a sentence. Now let's use them in a sentence and see how S and ES is added or not added with them. He drives. One subject, so we have added ES. We drive. Plural subject, no addition of S and ES. A girl sings. Boys sing. An ocean looks beautiful. All things look beautiful. Students, I hope you have developed a very good understanding about the use of SES in the verb spelling in simple present tense. That's very good. Now we'll move on to book exercise from Book Grammar and Usage. It's on page 99. Hope you all have your books open in front of you. You are clear so far about the use of simple present tense and where to add SES in its spellings? Okay, that's very good. Here's your exercise. Fill in the blanks with the simple present tense of the verbs in brackets. I hope you have your books in front of you. All right. The sun rises in the east and dash in the west. Now the verbs are already provided. So the task that is left for us is to find if the sentence has single subject or plural subject. Now, if we look at this sentence, who is rising? The sun. So the subject who is doing the action is one. So we will use S or ES with the given verb. All right, students, I'm giving you a few seconds to think of the answers. That's very good. I know you can do it. All right. Now we will do it together. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. The elephant, again, the single subject, so is the largest land mammal. Mr. Brown, single subject, so we will add S with the spellings of the verb. Mr. Brown visits the dentist twice a year. The next lesson, single subject, starts at 2 o'clock and ends at 3. All living things. As you can see, this is not a single subject. It is plural. So what we will do with the verb? Will we add S or ES? No, that's very good. So it is all living things need water to survive. That's very good going. You are very good learners. Sentence number 6. Mr. Lee, single subject, prefers taking a bus to driving to his office. My grandfather drinks 2 cups of coffee every day. You will not have to wait for long. The next train arrives in 5 minutes. Oil floats on water. My father plays golf with 3 of his friends every Sunday. That's very good. Now, if you recall the points that I've discussed about the use of simple present, about routine, universal truths, timelessness, and future scheduled actions. Now we will see if these sentences can be seen in that perspective or can we apply those rules to them. Now look at this sentence number 7. My grandfather drinks 2 cups of coffee every day. This is a routine, a habit. Sentence number 8. You will not have to wait for long. The next train arrives in 5 minutes. It's a casual future action. So that's why we have used present simple. And then ninth, oil floats on water. It's timeless. It's a universal truth that oil always floats on water. Either it's past, it's 100 years back, it was same, today it is same, and even after 100 years, this thing will remain same. If you are in Pakistan, it is the fact that oil floats on water. If you go to America or Canada, the thing will remain same. So you see how simple present is used to describe and share our ideas and the message that we want to share. I hope students, you have developed a good understanding about the use of simple present tense. At the end, I just want to say grammar is not a one-day job. So keep revising, keep practicing, relearn your concepts, always revise them on daily basis, and then you will learn them very nicely. Take care, and if you have questions regarding this lecture, you can ask about them in the comment box. Allah Hafiz.